Okay, there we go. That's looking better.
Dad.
Yeah, we sent the violin with your dad because we did not want it to be here being a distraction. But looks like we've got this working now. Okay. Okay. Good morning, friends. Welcome to Book Babies. I hope you're doing well. And just making sure all of our settings are where they should be. Yep, looks good. Looks good. So, hello again. My name is Katrina. I am the Youth Services Librarian at Garden Home Community Library. Thank you so much for joining us today at Book Babies Online. Now, in our series for the last few weeks, we have talked about specific aspects of interacting with young children that foster literacy, encourage reading, and support healthy development. This week, we're wrapping up that series with reading. And it looks like my lovely assistant has picked out a book.
Good job, honey.
But before we get started with reading, excuse me, I'd like to sing our welcome song. So I'm going to sit right here, and I'm going to sing good morning to our sweet babies. And then we're going to read our first book, which is Skulls, per the assistant's choice. So we're going to sing good morning to our sweet babies, good morning to our sweet mommies, and good morning to our sweet friends. That's you. Here we go. Good morning, our sweet babies, babies, babies. Good morning, our sweet babies. How are you today? That's right, good morning. And good morning, our sweet mommies, mommies, mommies. Good morning, our sweet mommies. How are you today? And good morning, our sweet friends, friends, friends. Good morning, our sweet friends. How are you today? There's a little girl. That's right. Now, the first book we're going to read and talk with you about is Skulls. Now, you might ask yourself, Katrina, why do you have a book about skulls for your toddler? And the truth is, because my toddler loves skulls. My toddler loves bones. She has a skeleton toy that she loves to shake and wiggle around. And one of the best things about reading is that there are so many books. So whatever your child is excited about, you could find a book about it. Probably even a picture book. I didn't know there was a picture book about skulls, but I found it because my baby loves bones. What does your baby love? Does your baby wiggle or coo when they see pictures of dinosaurs? Do they get super hype when you're out on a walk and a garbage truck goes by? Embrace it. Picture books and early reading books that your child is interested in are one of the best ways to encourage reading. And that stays true as they get older. Do you see that little skull? Skulls are safe and snug, like a car seat for your brain. Skulls give your face a good shape. Skulls are great. So, whatever your child is excited about, that's a great place to start with books. Now, with newborns, it's hard to tell what they're excited about. That's a skull, that's right. And that's a nose, like your nose. Boop, boop. Newborns are harder to understand. They don't have as many tools to communicate. They're not as excited about as many things yet. But with newborns, one of the best things you can do is expose them to high contrast images and books with simple words that they can hear in a repetitive way. That's a nice skull too. So this is an example of a great book for newborns. Mama Tiger, Tiger Cub. High contrast images and not too many words. Mama Tiger, bright sky. Ooh. Do you see the baby tiger in this page? Mama Tiger, zigzag river. And this is a great example of high contrast again. Lots of white space and a bright, bright blue with a bright orange Mama Tiger in the river. This is a really good choice for very young children, especially as their color image, their ability to see colors comes online. Having bright, interesting colors with white space is a great way to have something that's fun for them to look at and help them use that new ability. Do you see the grilled cheese sandwich in the Skulls book? That's right. Yum, yum. So, Board books, likewise, are a great choice for babies because they are so tactile. I sometimes hear from parents that they're worried about borrowing board books from the library because so many little fingers. And that is a fair concern. Now, at this time, the library is quarantining any material that comes back to us for, we're up to 5 days now, so that we can be confident that anything living on there dies. But of course, the other thing about board books is they are resilient. If you wanted to give them a once-over, they'd live through it. And also, most libraries weed board books after 100 to 150 uses because we know little fingers are an important part of learning. And so, board books get handled a lot. They get chewed. They get slobbered on. They get picked up and dropped. It's okay. We try to be as flexible as we can with parents because we want you to use those books with your children when they need them. And when you do that, that means those books are going to get beat up. Now, I think my lovely assistant has just climbed into a box of stuffed animals and is attempting to now climb the couch from the back of it. This is part of why Book Babies is taking a pause in September. My book baby has grown into a wild book toddler, and it's getting a little harder for me to bring these videos to you from home. I'm going to quick grab my wild toddler before she climbs the back of the couch, and I'll be right back. Hey there, wild one. Are you comfy? Are you so comfy, or are you going to climb up onto the couch? You're going to be comfy for a little while? Okay, as long as you're just being comfy with Goldie in the toy box, that's fine. Watching you, though. Okay. It looks like, for now, my lovely assistant is not going to climb the couch and body slam the computer, so we're going to be okay. But I may have to run away again. Now, as I was saying, board books. If you borrow them from the library, don't be afraid to let your baby hold them, chomp them, whatever they need to do to learn. That's what they're there for. Now, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about different times. Everybody sort of knows about bedtime stories, and bedtime stories are a wonderful way to make sure that you get reading into your day, you get books into your day, and you get some of the cuddly fun that is reading together. Oh, the climbing has started. Be right back. Hey there, wild ones. I'm going to give you a hand getting out of there, okay? Whee! There we go. But have you considered a good morning book? This baby likes her good morning stories. She, like me, wakes up a little groggy, not always ready to just hit the ground running. You might have a baby who hits the ground running and a good morning book isn't the best fit, but if you have a baby who takes a little time to wake up, a book in the morning can be a great way to start your day. You want to do Speak Up? This is an example of a book that works really well as a transitional book for a child who is a little bit of an older baby into a preschooler, because the younger baby will understand some of the words and be excited about the pictures, and a preschooler will be able to start using the repetitive language as part of sight word recognition and letter recognition. So I'm going to read you just a couple pages of this book so you can hear how the repetition works. There are times we should be quiet, there are days for letting go, but when matters seem important, speak up and let others know. With so many ways to speak, like a sign, a smile, or shout, if we can make things better, why not let our words come out? When you're being introduced and they get your name all wrong, speak up. You are you, and you belong. Now, this might not be easy to see from our camera here, but we have Speak Up in this distinctive font in a nice, easy to see spot on the page. And that happens again with our next page. There's Speak Up again in the same distinctive font in an area with some white space or basically neutral space to make it easy to spot. And that continues throughout the book. We have our wonderful little children protagonists welcoming their new friend to school. And that's something that you could talk to a preschooler about, or a child in elementary school about, hey, what's happening here? Does this remind you of school? Have you ever had someone new in your class? And for a young baby, they'll notice things like lunch. We know what lunch is. And that can be an opportunity for conversation. And words like up are often words that children learn early and want to tell you about. Do you see the juice? Do you see the milk? What do you see? All kinds of interesting Shout your thanks. Gratitude makes life so sweet.
No.
And there's a little girl. That's right. So, as you can see, as your child begins to use language,
No.
books are a great way to point out
No.
different things and help them use those words.
No.
So, we've talked about a good morning book. We've talked about a bedtime book. You can also use books at winding down for nap time. And you might not want as many then. Maybe 1 or 2 instead of 3 or 4. But it's up to you and your baby. What's a good fit for you? And also, how rambunctious is your child with books?
No.
With young babies and younger toddlers,
No.
there's the girls. They're going to be nice to this girl who's feeling a little sad right now. There's a come play. When you have a child who's younger and still using books mostly as a toy, the opportunity to shake a book will be more important to your process. Do you see polka dots? Do you want to do a little song? Do a little song because you're feeling wiggy? Maybe we'll do a little rhyming song after we flip through this book. Do you see the leaves and the worms? They're working together. There's those polka dots. We're going to go ahead and do one of the songs from your rhyme booklet, which is an up-down song. Are you ready? Icka-bicka soda cracker, icka-bicka-boo. Icka-bicka soda cracker, up with you. Icka-bicka soda cracker, icka-bicka-boo. Icka-bicka soda cracker, down with you. Very good. Want to go say hi to our friends? Hi, friends. Hi, friends. We're talking about reading today. We're talking about why reading is so fantastic. From day one, reading is one of the best ways to encourage your child to develop language, to speak, to read, and to enjoy reading, which is what we're really all about. We just want children to enjoy reading because it will help them to learn, it will help them to grow, it will help them to succeed in school. So let's look at another book. And this book combines 3 of Mommy's favorite things. This book combines singing, reading, and talking. And it has great, bright, contrasting art. Slippery books. Sometimes books are slippery. This is Mary Had a Little Lamb, and it is a board book, which makes it very friendly for all ages of babies. And I bet you know the tune. So let's go ahead and we'll sing the first few pages together. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. Bah! You see yourself, that's right. So I wanted to show you the art again. High contrast, really good for young eyeballs. We've got our friend Mary, and we've got our friend the lamb, ba ba ba. And so there's lots of ways to talk about this book, sing about this book, and play with this book. An orange tiger followed them, followed them, followed them. An orange tiger followed them, rah, 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 rah. And the book goes on like this, adding lots of fun animals to the parade. And gradually, it's starting to get a little out of hand. We've got a dancing hippo, we've got a swinging monkey, we've got toot 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 from 3 blue bears. Oh my goodness, this is getting a little wild. Do you think they're going to make it all the way through the parade? Maybe. 3 blue bears came along too, came along too, came along too. 3 blue bears came along too. Toot 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 toot. Are you ready for the next page? And this tiny purple mouse, purple mouse, purple mouse. And this tiny purple mouse, scooty scoot scoot scoot. Looks like they're having fun.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, the sheep got on a skateboard. Bye-bye, little lamb. For a very young child, the emphasis here could be on those colors. You could point out the orange, the pink, the blue, the purple. And as your child gets older, you can ask them to find those colors themselves. A green crocodile joined in next, joined in next, joined in next. A green crocodile joined in next. Snap, snap, snap. I'm not good at snapping. Oh, a raisin. Where did that come from? Goodbye. Sometimes we lose raisins. We don't want to eat them. We don't know how long they've been there. I know. You're so good at eating with your teeth. Followed by a yellow giraffe, yellow giraffe, yellow giraffe. Followed by a yellow giraffe. Whoosh, bang, crash. Uh-oh, looks like our friends got a little tangled up. What are they gonna do? They still want to go with Mary. Oh, do you see what Mary has? Mary has a key. Do you see the key? That key is to a bus. Now everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went. Now everywhere that Mary went, this colorful crew was there. That's right, to the park is what it says on the sign. To the park. Now, ready for the last page? For Mary had packed the very best lunch, very best lunch, very best lunch. Mary had packed the very best lunch, just big enough to share. I mentioned letter recognition earlier. We recognize letters long before we know how to use letters, and hearing the sound and seeing the letter at the same time is a great way to start fostering that connection, understanding the connection between the symbol for M and the sound and then making that leap from we can use that sound with other letters for sounds to make words. The incredible alchemy that is reading. Basically, the more exposure, the better. More likely to have success with it. Did you find Mama's water glass? You smart girl. Now, that's right, your hand is in the glass, and then you can take it out of the glass. Another important thing that happens for children in their earliest days are these primary physical understandings around the world, about the world. Are we in? Are we out? Are we up? Are we down? Are we left? Are we right? Are we snuggled? Are we run? Understanding our physical space is a really important part of early learning. And books can be a great way to experience that and also see that for other characters and other babies. Now it's yours. Now it's yours. Mine. I see. Okay, well, eventually Mom will need her water glass back, but for now, they can be babies. Another important part of early learning is mimicry. Babies will mimic you before they know what we're doing really means. That's part of why you get those social smiles in the early days. And seeing smiling faces is how we learn to do smiling faces. Seeing people drink from water glasses is a big part of how we learn to drink from water glasses.
People.
That's right, people. People need people to learn. And your baby has you. You are your baby's first teacher, and you are going to do a great job. Now let's go ahead and look at another book together. Would you like to look at Peep and Egg or Hug? I know, two good choices. Peep and Egg. I'm glad you picked this one because I wanted to talk about how introducing activities and introducing situations is often very difficult for young children. For both babies and toddlers, a change in routine can be very disruptive. And so previewing them in a book can be a great way to help with that anxiety. Do you see Peep and Egg? And Egg says, I'm not taking a bath. But Egg, you're all covered in mud. You need a bath. And here's Peep and Egg. Peep is dressed up as a bee, and Egg says, I'm not trick-or-treating. This book is called Peep and Egg, I'm not using the potty. No. Baby, you want to look at the book? Okay, come sit. All right. So, this baby is not ready to be potty trained, but this book helps her to get to know a little bit about potty time. Today's the day, Peep said. Time to start using the potty. I'm not using the potty, said Egg. No. See the bow on her hair? I'm not using the potty. No. That's a bow on Peep's head. Would you like to see the next page? Well, what if you just sit on the potty? Peep asked. Too slippery. Too slippery, said Egg. Okay. I'm not using the potty, said Egg. What if you just throw toilet paper in, or just flush it? No, says Egg. I don't want to. I'm not using the potty. Well, it's hot. Let's visit the cows. They have the best lemonade. What about helping the sheep wash the tractor? Splash, splash. Blah, blah. Okay, sure, said Egg, but I'm not using the potty. Okay. No, not after. All right, let's make tutus out of toilet paper and dance. Fun, said Egg, but I'm not using the potty. No. And here we are dancing. Thanks, Peep said. Could you flush this piece of toilet paper in the potty for me? The music will cover up the noise. Fine, said Egg, but I'm not using the potty. No. Is that a new dance move, said Peep, or do you need to... Let's see, what do you think's gonna happen? I'm not using the potty, said Egg. Well, that's good, Peep said, because it's story time. Story time! That's right, you see Peep with the book? There they are. Here's one book, Peep said. If you want, you can sit on the potty while I get more. And then, Peep, I did it! I used the potty, said Egg. Good job! That's right, we clap, clap, good job! Peep said, because now it's my turn. Clap, 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 clap. Very good job. You want out? Okay, one moment, baby. Sorry, said Egg, but I'm not done using the potty. Ha ha ha, silly Egg, silly Peep. But yes, this book has introduced my baby to the idea of sitting on the potty, which is something she now sometimes asks to do. So even though we're a long way off from really seriously potty training her, a book was a way to introduce that idea and talk about that situation that works for her. So if you have something new coming up, I think we're going to call in the second assistant because I don't think this baby wants to hang out anymore. We're going to say, hey, Dad, could you let this baby run around with you for a minute? Our wild assistant, she's got to be free. Run. So, when you have a new situation for your child, it can be beneficial if you have the time to get some picture books that show that situation, and you can talk about that situation coming. Understanding time, well, I mean, it's hard for all of us right now, but it's especially hard for very young children. But just having the memory of having seen something before or knowing a little bit about what's coming can be really helpful in reducing the stress and anxiety of that situation when it actually happens. If you're looking for a book about a specific situation, that's what people like me are here for. Librarians love to match you to the book that's going to help you the most. And one of the situations that I've found books can be particularly useful for are situations where a child is changing location. Either they're going to stay with a grandparent, they're sleeping over at a friend's house for the first time, or in a divorce situation when a child is going from mom's house to dad's house or some other house. A book sort of modeling that happens and everybody still loves each other, everybody's still going to be in touch, can be really beneficial. It's one I've had some positive feedback from parents about. Now, if you don't have anything quite that stressful, there's also just something like going camping. Going camping for the first time can be scary. And so having some books about it can be a way for your child to see camping is fun. I'm going to go camping in 6 days. And when we go, we're going to put up a tent. We're going to build a fire. We're going to eat some food. And at night, we'll hear different kinds of insects that we do at home. Again, having those specific things to talk about, even if your child isn't yet verbalizing to you, will help your child to feel less anxious in that new situation. So, reading is great. And reading also naturally incorporates talking. It naturally incorporates singing. It naturally incorporates playing. It really brings all of what we've been talking about this month into one it's like the kale the kale of child development food. It hits all your bases, and it's really easier to incorporate than you might think. Now it's just about time to say bye-bye, so I'm going to sing my goodbye song with all of you. And remember, we'll be taking a break this September. We may be back in October. We may be back with something different. We'd love to hear from you. If you want to get in touch, you can email us at ghcl@wccls.org with your feedback about Book Babies or what you'd like to see this fall from the library. Let's go ahead and sing that goodbye song, Rock Your Baby Every Day. So I'm going to grab myself a little model baby because my big wild toddler baby needed to go run around. So here's Goldie, the library dog. Whoop whoop. Hi, friends. And let's rock this big baby every day. Rock your baby every day. Dip and swing and swoop and sway. Rock your baby every day.
Go.
It will chase your cares away. Do you need to hug the doggy? Okay. Mwah! Kisses for doggy. Kisses for baby. Mwah. All right, we're gonna rock you both. Rock your baby every day. Dip and swing and swoop and sway. Rock your baby every day. It will chase your cares away. Ah. Kisses for baby every day too. So don't forget, you're your child's first teacher, and you got everything you need. And if you need some more books, we're here to help you out. So thank you for joining me today at Book Babies. We'll look forward to seeing you when we come back with whatever's next this fall. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Good job.